We also appreciate having all 4 teams here: the Elkhorn Elks, the Kenosha Shoremen, Notre Dame, Green Bay Notre Dame, as well as Lacrosse for traveling down. At this time, if we could have all fans please stand, remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose bold stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and through the night that a flag
All right, well, welcome, fans. We are waiting for this game to start between the Lacrosse Lightning and the Elkhorn Elks here in Elkhorn, Wisconsin. We're just having the announcer is going through the introductions of some of the players. And they just got done announcing the Lightning squad, and they will now introduce the Elkhorn squad. We want to thank Elkhorn Schools for inviting us down today to participate in today's action. Got 2 games on the slate today. The first one that you're watching now is against Elkhorn, the Elkhorn Elks. And then later on at about 2:30, we'll have another game against the Kenosha Shoremen. That Kenosha game will be on a different YouTube link.
Number 6, Number 7, John Murphy. Goalie number 9, Rowley Coco. At number 14, AJ Corba. At number 17, Andrew Nichols. At depot, number 18, Dominic Brand. At attack, number 29, Matt Johansson. Depot, number 55, John Matowski. Your Elks are coached by Mr. Kurt Woodcock.
All right, so the introductions are complete for both teams. Like I said, Elkhorn comes into this matchup with a record of 8-2 on the year. 5-2 in their conference. They're the conference leader. of their conference, the Midwest Classic. Elkhorn had a big game last Thursday against Kenosha, their rival in the Midwest Classic Conference, and Elkhorn was able to come out on top of that one. So they're coming off of a emotional victory Thursday night. The Lightning are coming off of their action that they had down at the Badger Spring Invite, where they were 1-1 on the day. So starting here at the face-off X is Charlie Seehafer, it looks like, is going to take this one. Against Elkhorn's number 14, that's Korba. Early possession by the Lightning, scooped up by CJK. And the ball on the far side gets checked out of bounds. It's going to go over a quick turnover. Goes to Kenosha. I'm sorry, goes to Elkhorn. Hey, how are you? If you want to, it's up to you. All right, so Elkhorn now with their first possession. Elkhorn tries to dump it down to a cutter, but loses the ball, and Seehafer's there to scoop it up. He gets it back to his goalie. That's Brant Hunt in goalie for the Lightning, wearing number 20. Ball on the far side is picked up by Elkhorn in midfield. They're coming straight downhill. There's 17. He's going to try a shot. That's turned away by Hunt. That was Nichols on that shot attempt. Rolls out of bounds, and Lightning were closest to it. Here comes the Lightning, trying to get their clear underway. Hunt gets a pass up to Kay. Kay loses one on his stick check. Kay working the short stick again today. We saw that at the Badger Invite. Here's a chance by Elkhorn. There's a score by number 5. That's James Madden. So Madden with the early score gets Elkhorn on the board for a quick 1-0 lead. All right, it'll be Kea Lee in the center X. Face-off won by Elkhorn. Elkhorn gets it down. Here's another shot attempt. Nice. Save by Hunt. Big save. Elkhorn had a quick transition off that face-off. Defense didn't have time to get settled. Had a nice opportunity on the side of the crease. Here comes Hunt. He'll walk it up. No pressure from Elkhorn. Hunt tries to move it up, but that one's picked off by number 1 for Elkhorn. That's Ringhand. Here's Elkhorn threatening again. 17. Big save by Hunt. Point blank range. Nichols had another shot at it, but Hunt was there. Boy, and the Lightning defense just not collapsing in around the crease here early in this game. They're going to have to get that sorted out. Hunt flips it to the far side to Ellis. Ellis, he'll bring it across. Ellis gets the touch. And now the ball here has made it all the way to the X position. Long pass up ahead to CJK. Now to Gerke. Viam in the near alley, back up to Gerke. We saw CJK is out there with his short stick. He's played predominantly with the long stick this year, but the last weekend we saw him play a lot of midfield there with a short stick, and he's doing it again today. There's a slip by Viam. tries to get it over to McCain, but can't keep it in bounds. We were kind of warned about that this field is kind of in between. It's a turf field. You know, it's got the little rubber pellets, but it is kind of it's a shallow turf, and that you don't get a lot of depth there with your cleats. So footing might be an issue. We'll have to see if that plays out. Here's a shot attempt, number 21. That's Caritas.
So did they have to have a lower profile cleat? Is that what the situation was? Or,
you know, the coach
just flats?
You know, I think they'll have to test that out. I think the coaches advise their students or the players, if they have a tennis shoe or a turf cleat or something like that, to bring it to try it. Not sure what's going to work best, but
yeah.
So Lightning get the ball after the shot attempt by the Elks. This is Hunt's going to bring it.
Coming all the way down.
And Hunt gets it cleared down to McCain. And Hunt has to run all the way back to his goal. Lightning will wait for him before they push the action. Far side to Hendrickson. Up top to Robbie Seehafer, and out to Kay. Kay eyeing his defender. He goes to work on the short stick. Lefty shot. Saved. Nice save. This is Kunkel for the Elks is in goal today, number 9. Kunkel, just a sophomore.
You got to get back.
Here's Caritas. He loses his footing. And ball gets turned over to Luke. Luke Adams had it for a moment, tried to pass it up, but lost it out the top. Caritas finds an open player for the Elks. Here's a chance and a goal. Number 28.
Goal! Number 29.
29, excuse me. That's Matthew Johansson. So the Elks with a quick 2-0 lead here in this first quarter. Lightning trying to get themselves settled into this game. And this is going to be Charlie Seehafer facing off. Haven't seen Charlie face off much this year. Flinched a little bit there, but it was before the set call, so they reset. And here comes WIAA. He's trying to spin out of trouble. Gets it to Adams. Adams dumps it forward. Finds VM. VM with some space. Gets a nice stick check there by 56 from behind. 55 from behind, and 55 has the ball. He loses it. 55 goes down. Hendrickson's over there getting it back for the Lightning. A couple of funny bounces here. And those possessions, some of those bounces seem like they're catching a few players off guard.
Great action on that ball. Persistence to get it back.
I'm joined up here by Brad Hunt has helped me up here along with Ben Jarman. So thank you guys. Oop, pass attempt to VM. That one's going to get away from him. Lightning, they'll put their ride on as the Elks try to clear. There's a pickup quick by WIAA. WIAA tries a bouncer that goes way high. And that will go to the Elks. Kunkel has the goal in his crease. Long pass up ahead. Here's a chance for the Lightning to get this one back. Bouncing ball is picked up by... No, it's not picked up. Now it's loose still. Horman was after it. Ellis was after it, but Elkhorn comes away with it. Ball is up top to number 21. This is Caritas for Elkhorn. A lot of their offense is going to run through Caritas, number 21. Works around 2, looking for somebody pass, tries a shot that's blocked by Hunt. Lightning defense there, that time just driving Caritas down deep below the crease. Made it tough to get that shot off. There's another shot attempt and a goal by Elkhorn. And we've also got a flag down on that play. So Johansson with another one. Johansson kind of hanging around that crease area. And it's the beneficiary of the picking up the loose ball and putting it in. So Lightning pick up a penalty on that one. It was a slash called against K while that action was taking place around the crease. So he's going to take a minute. So Adams, this is Zach Adams with the face-off, and we've got, I think, a timeout call right before they took that face-off. So Lacrosse coaching staff kind of wants to get talk to the team here a little bit, get them settled in.
Is this the first time we've played Elkhorn? I don't remember.
That I recall.
I don't remember last year.
I don't.
Yeah, so this is our first time seeing this team.
Yeah, we've got a beautiful day for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And temperatures are got to be up near 70 or so. Bright sun.
Bunch of beautiful moms sitting down there in the audience. We should do a little mom cam later on, maybe.
Yep, good crowd out here today. We've got 2 games going on at once. We've got the Lightning and Elkhorn game that you're watching, and then behind us, we've got Kenosha and Notre Dame playing. So pretty neat scene here. We'll take a short break here as looks like they're about ready to wrap up their timeout, so we'll stay right here. And Lightning really need to kind of shore up some of that defense around the crease. We've seen a number of times where we've had Elks have had open looks around the crease where there should be bodies, marking some of those players. So we'll see. Maybe that's something that the coaching staff had to talk over during that timeout. So Elkhorn will start this face-off being up a player. It'll be Zach Adams. We'll face this off. We've got Jarman in the lone wing for the Lightning. And for the Elks, I think it's number 14, Corba. And he flips that one to Wise flip to the side with no Lightning player, and Elks have possession. Player up.
Smart face-off.
Elks looking. Another slip there. That one by Jungman. Woo. Saved by Hunt. We saw Jungman lose his footing there as he was trying to backpedal a little bit. He went down on his rear. Gets it up top to Corba. Here's a shot attempt. Saved by Hunt. Hunt turning away some good-looking shots in the last few possessions. 21, Caritas will start the action on the far side. Gets it down to the X. Lightning packing it in. There's a shot and a score. That one by Madden.
Oh! Madden. Assist by number 17, Andrew Nichols.
So Madden now with 2 scores on the day, along with Johansson with 2. That time Lightning really having to pack that defense in, being the man down. Does leave some shooting lanes. And we're back to full strength. So it'll be Kaylee in the center facing off. He'll lose to Corba. Another player goes down on this surface. And Elkhorn will wait for some subs to come on. This ball's up top. Kay now with his long pole, doing some work on number 8. A little too much work. He's going to draw the slash. Here's a shot attempt by 14. It goes. Corba that time.
Goal number 14.
Coming along the top. And his shot was true. Certainly not the start Lightning wanted to see here. There's another. They're going to be down again.
Chris, are there some penalties when they're called that then they there's a goal that they write off right away, or are they all enforced after the goal?
No, you'll see sometimes the ref will pick up a flag if there was a penalty, and then the team scores on that possession. So sometimes some of your more minor penalties, like a hold or a trip, will get waived off. Yeah, anything a little more serious, like a slash or an illegal body check or something like that, they'll usually enforce those even after the score. There's another quick one by Elks. Elks are just really tearing apart this Lightning defense.
That's correct.
Goal number 21, Cooper Cretus, assist by number
So Cretus
101st high school varsity.
Cretus with the goal.
Versus the Crosse Shortman in the 10-8.
We're just hearing from the PA announcer here that Cordes has surpassed 100 goals in his career. So congratulations to Cooper. And the face-off by Elkhorn is won by Corba. Corba's been doing a nice job on the face-offs today. All right, Lightning matching up. Everything's back at full strength. Harmon defending back behind the goal. And I think we're going to get maybe a crease violation there. Did he step on the crease line? Yep. Yeah, we're playing the red lines here today. It might be a little hard to see on your screen, but there is a red circle there around the goal. That's the crease, so offensive players cannot go in there. So another player loses their footing. That time it was McCain. That pass was to McCain, but as he kind of repositioned to field the pass, his feet gave out under him. A couple of these players are going to have to kind of reevaluate their shoe choices. Maybe try to find something that will work for them. There's a loose ball. That one's going to bounce. Kind of takes a funny hop, but Hunt comes out of the crease to gather that one. Tries to get it up to Luke Adams. Not able to hold it. A lot of folks kind of having a little trouble with some of these bounces. Kay picks it up. He slipped momentarily, but Kay will bring it all the way down and gets the touch. Ball's on the far side. This is McCain. McCain will wait for Kay to retreat, and they'll get another. Actually, Kay is just going to switch sticks. He's going to come back on with his short stick. Via near alley. He works to the X position. Hendrickson switches sides. He's on the near ground now. VM tries to get around one. He slips. Still working. Slips again. Gerke gets it down to VM. VM tries a little backhander. That's not going to go. But I think they're going to call that one to the Elks. Looked like Hendrickson had the better angle, but they're going to say that the Elks got to that one first. So Elks will take over. Easy clear for them as Lightning decided to substitute.
Is that a shot or a pass? It sounds like they passed it, trying to hit that defender, but they called it a shot.
There's a pass to Cordes. Cordes tried to behind the back, but lost it. Now the ball all the way up top. Defended by Luke Adams. There's a shot attempt and a goal.
Goal by number 14.
Just
Your point earlier, the defense has got to kind of collapse down around that crease and help Brant.
Yeah, that time Corba worked around Adams and got enough of a clear shot. It was a long shot, but took the shot, had a clean look at it. And Elkhorn gets their 7th one on the board here on this disaster of a first quarter. Elkhorn looking sharp to start this game. That one comes loose. Ellis picks it up. Ellis, the long pass over to who is that over there? That's that's Hackbarth.
Sam Hackbarth, yeah.
And Adams loses it as he falls to the ground. So at the end of one, Elkhorn with a commanding 7-0 lead over the Lightning. We'll take a break. Lightning will look to regroup. We'll join back here in a second. All right, welcome back. We'll see here. Lightning getting a bit of a pep talk here from their coaching staff. certainly did not come out playing their best ball, but you know, they got 3 quarters here yet to turn this thing around. So you can drop this off too. It's, there it is. So I don't know. I didn't catch. Did you guys happen to see if anyone was changing footwear down there during that break? I think they must be rolling. I didn't see anybody, but
I think we had about half kids in cleats and half of them in flats, from what I could tell.
All right. So the teams will switch sides. Brant Hunt in goal on your left, and Kunkel in goal on your right. A face-off win by the Elks. Number 17, that's Nichols on the near side. He'll dump it off to Cordes. Cardis will flip to his face to Lane Spear. Back to Cordes. There's a little flip right. Oh, nice feed from Cardis down to his teammate who was sitting kind of in that mid-range spot. Nice catch, quick turn, and a shot, but off the mark. Ellis providing the defense, gets a pick. There's another shot attempt, point blank. Nice save by Hunt.
Lucky bounce coming back to 17.
Nichols now working around a couple. He'll take a bouncer. That goes high. Elkhorn getting some good looks here to start the second. Horman putting some pressure on. Johansson is just using his strength just to kind of push Horman back and try to get into the position he wanted. But now the Elks will start from up top. We have an errant pass there that's going to be pushed to Hunt, and he's going to start the clear, getting it up to Jungman. Jungman gets it knocked out, but VM's there. VM works around a couple. He's looking. There's a chance for Hendrickson. Gets it. Goal.
Nice shot.
Hendrickson positioning himself well. Hendrickson was out on the wing. Kind of saw that there was a soft spot there in the middle of in front of the goal. So he worked to the center as VM worked to the right. Kind of a nice little 2-man action there. And VM feeds Hendrickson and he puts it away. So maybe that's what the Lightning need. Get the cap off the bottle here and get some things moving. It's going to be Adams, number 44, the senior, taking the face off, but Corba's not having any of that. He's won just about every one of them so far, so good work by him. He's got, if you look at some of the stats in the state, he's got one of the best face-off percentages out there, so he certainly knows what he's doing. Turnover by the Lightning, or turnover gathered by the Lightning. Hunt's ball is slow getting to Hunt. He's just going to have to get rid of that one as he had 2 defenders coming after him, but that ball fortuitously makes it its way across the field to McCain. McCain now looking to Kay. Kay's high pass to Hendrickson off the mark. Cardis will start the action for the Elks. Pass to the far side. That's number 5. That's Madden. He's got a couple goals already today. Madden working around. He spins. He'll lose his footing. Ball is out. That time, that was Hackbarth gets the ground ball and turnover there. Pass up to Jarman. Jarman picks that one nicely on a bounce. Gets it up to VM. VM gets the touch. He's got some space. Works around one. Nope. Nice slide there to close. Cut off VM's dodge attempt. Lightning looking a little sharper with some of this passing and just catching up to the speed of the game a little bit. Now the Lightning will kind of reposition themselves. Gerke up top. Gets it to Robbie Seehafer, number 21 on the near side. Gerke and Seehafer switch spots. VM works to the top. Now back to his left. He'll try a shot. Saved. Oh, tries to scoop. Hendrickson tried to scoop it back in. But we're going to have a push. Hendrickson was pushed in the back. Hendrickson just tried to swat that loose ball. The goalie saved it, but he couldn't keep it in his cross. Bounced right back out to Hendrickson. He tried to swat it in. Wasn't able to, but then got pushed into the crease. So it stays here with the Lightning. Okay, up top. Okay, draws two. Flips it to VM. VM trying to get one off. He does. Save by Kunkel. And the Elks will get it in a cross of their leader. That's number 21. That's Cardis. And we're going to have a stoppage here of play. As Kay went down and is a little slow to get up. Did you see, Ben, what happened there to Kay?
I don't think he got pushed or anything. He just got tripped on the turf. If you call it his Achilles, or seems like he's limping there.
Well, hopefully Kay will be all right. Got a little turf monster. Hopefully it was all it was. Bit him. There's a shot and a score by Hendrickson. Hendrickson fires the bullet to the top left of the goal. Nice, beautiful catch and shoot by Hendrickson.
That's the Hendrickson we know, sitting right there on that off to that right side.
Always ready, right?
Yeah,
Always got that stick ready to launch one. So good work for the Lightning now, trying to get a little momentum back in their favor. A little 2-0 run for them. Hopefully they can keep building off of that. Win by Corba. Gets it to Cardis. Cardis swims over one. Works around another. He's going to have a chance here. Low backhander flip. That one's off the mark. Cardis certainly drew some attention there. Johansson starts the action, gets it up top now. Out to number 8 for Elkhorn. Number 6 for Elkhorn. Jungman defending him. There's a shot attempt saved by Hunt. Hunt with a nice save that time. And good work by Johnny Gerke. Working against 1 the ball versus 2. But I think stepped out of bounds. And quickly, Elks are at the attack and they get the score. So as Gerke was trying to work that one to go the other way, I think Lightning had kind of turned their attention to the offensive end already, and with a quick turnover and the quick restart, Lightning found themselves a little unsettled. 8-2 now.
First goal of that quarter, surprisingly, which is good. They held them off for the first 12-minute quarters we're playing, or 10?
That's right, 12 minutes.
So,
got through the first. Certainly they were scoring at a wicked pace in that first quarter and been able to slow them down a little bit here.
Yep.
Which is a good sign. Long cross-court pass. That's a shot attempt. Boy, that was a cross-court pass right through the heart of the defense, but they got through. Got another shot opportunity for Elkhorn. This is Jarman, number 35, depending on the near side. Gets it back up to Ambeling. Ambeling trying to work around Jungman. Here comes the slide from WIAA. There's a shot. Saved by Hunt. And Hunt will start the clear. He passes up. Looking for WIAA. WIAA, nice catch. WIAA looking for an open player. Just how passes a little low to McCain. And now McCain and VM trying to work together to keep that one in, but
They keep it.
rolls out of bounds. Oh, no,
Lightning
there's
ball. They kept it. Yeah, went off the Elkhorn.
so VM will start in the far alley. Lightning working around. VM works around one. There's a shot and a score for VM. Gave him a little 1-2 with a swing move and put one home. Gets the Lightning their third one of the day. So good work there. Really, that possession made possible by WIAA's nice catch at midfield to get that loose ball. That was not an easy one as he had two Elks around him. So good work by him to get the ball out of the midfield area and solidly into the offensive zone for the Lightning, where McCain and VM and the rest of the Lightning were able to get another one on the board. Win by Corba. Dumps it down, looking for Johansson again. Johansson is kind of that usual spot there, just on the left-hand side of the goal. It's where he likes to hang out, and just waiting for his defender to slide off of him. There's a chance by Cordis. Yep. And Cordis puts one away in the top shelf. Nice shot by him. Certainly can't give Cordis that much space. Too dangerous of a player. And he makes the Lightning pay there. So Elks get another one, making it 9-3. So it'll be number 26, Kaya Lee. With Luke Adams and CJK on the wings for this face-off. Corba scoops it back to his wingmate. And that one rolls out of bounds. So guess maybe a face-off win for the Lightning, kind of in an unconventional manner, but we'll take it. And we're going to have a restart. He didn't want Hendrickson quite starting that deep. So he pulls him back out, and now we're underway. McCain in the X being guarded by Dominic Brandt, number 18. Gets it off to VM now in the X. VM gets it to McCain. McCain's shot is saved by Kunkel. Now Lightning attempting to get this ball back. Nice pass up ahead by Cardis, finding his long pole Murphy. This is Nichols on the foreground of your screen. Gets it to Cardis. Cardis will launch one and finds a home for it. Wow. Tough angle there by Cordis. I think he had him pushed flat enough where he didn't have much goal to shoot at. But he hits it home. Very similar to that last one he put in.
We got to get a body in front of him.
Yeah, he's certainly...
CJ's not feeling real good here. You can see him limping off the field. He wasn't able to move as fast as he wanted to on that. He's going to stay out on the field, though.
All right, so we'll face off. This is KLE facing off. Quick win by Corba. Well, I thought he had it won, but he did not. Ellis came in, gave him an immediate defensive action that got the ball loose for a second. Now trying to work. Who's that? We got Luke Adams out there. We got KLE providing some pressure. Here's a shot attempt and a goal.
Oh,
That time Nichols went low and sneaks it past the feet of Hunt. Elkhorn doing a good job after some of these loose ball scrambles, having good vision to find where the open player is and giving that player a chance at a good look. It's good vision by the Elks. This is KLE in the center. Lee giving Corba all he could handle there on that one. But ultimately, the Elks come away with it. Cardis now working down the left side.
body.
Gets around K, tries a little flip. Can't get it to go. Tried a little dunk over the top, but couldn't get enough on it. Here's a shot attempt. Nice save by Hunt. Hunt put a chicken wing up and deflected that ball away.
Can we get the trainer over to the backfield? Can we get the trainer, please, to the grass field?
We have a flag down. This will be on the Lightning. Ball is up top. This is Madden. Working against number 5. That's Brown. There's a shot. Wild. Oh, a high shot. That's going to sail. Might have been affected there. I think a couple players got a late stick on that shot attempt that may have caused that one to sail. So nice defense by the Lightning. A couple players come off. A couple players come on. Oh, I guess we're waiting for a restart here. Oh. Sorry, I kind of forgot we got a flag down. But yes, we've got a penalty called on K. That's his third one of the day, I believe. So he's got 3 minutes assigned to him already. You accumulate 5 and you're out of the game. So there's a shot and a goal. That time Colton Sharon came over. So the penalty is released. K's penalty is released with that score. Elks are up 12-3 now. Kind of regain the momentum back from the Lightning. This is KLE. Referee gives the whistle to begin, and Elkhorn with a good win to start with possession.
We're kind of lining up to lose those face-offs just based on the talent of their center, right? We're kind of lining up with their defenders back, and they're just flipping it out to open attack.
Yeah, it sure looks like it. Kind of almost certainly not conceding the face-off, but positioning themselves, anticipating that Corba more often than not is going to come away with it. Here's Elkhorn with the action on the far side, working through a couple. Hunt with a nice save. And we've got a player down, and we've got, I think, 2 flags down. And we'll see what they decide to do here. Both of these are on the Lightning, I'm assuming. I think it's 2 separate penalties, but we'll find out. So we got push with possession, 30 seconds, and we got cross check with 1 minute. So Ellis and Adams will take a seat. Not sure who got charged with what, but the push with possession will carry 30 seconds, and then the cross check will carry a minute. So Lightning will be down 2. We saw this a couple times against Oregon. They were down 2, and they turned Oregon away both times. But we'll see if the Lightning can do it again this time. It's a tall order to get away, to get out of these penalties unscathed. We'll see. We've got Horman out there, Hackbarth out there, Jarman, and Kay. All with long poles. There's another shot attempt. That one's high and wide. So again, the first penalty is the first one release is just a 30-second one. So that one's gonna be coming to an end. There's a shot and a goal. So Lightning not able to escape that double penalty situation. So both penalties will be released. Elkhorn gets their 13th on the board. No, I didn't catch that one. So, everyone back at full strength now. Luke Adams and CJK on the wings. Gonna be Kea, Lee, taking the face off. Korba comes away with it. Korba with a pass, gets it to his teammate, number 17, that's Nichols. Number 5, trying to work around Hackbarth. Hackbarth doing a good job staying in front, not allowing his defender to get past him. Here comes Hackbarth again. Pushing Madden back. Ball up top. Cardis now on the far side. He's got Jungman in front of him. There's the end of the quarter. And we'll go to halftime. So Elkhorn with a 13-3 lead. And we will take a halftime break. We'll throw our sponsors up on the screen for a little bit, take a close look at some of these businesses. They do a lot to support the Lightning organization, not just this high school team, but also the 14U, 12U, 10U teams that are all playing in Rochester today. So we wish our youth teams luck as they take on a couple games over in Rochester. Okay, welcome back. We're about 25 seconds away from the start of the second half. So Lightning had a chance to talk things over. Both teams get a chance to rest up a little bit as we get ready to start the second half. Playing 12-minute quarters per usual.
The second half has begun.
We're sitting at 13-3.
Again, the score is,
Really, to kind of recap that first half, Elkhorn came out
the Kenosha
absolutely on fire and got out to a 7-0 lead after the first quarter.
Elks are up by 10.
Lightning showed a little bit of life there at the start of the second, getting a couple goals right away to make it 7-2 before Elkhorn then went on a 6-1 run to close out the second quarter. And that puts us at our current score, 13-3. You know, some of the things I think we're seeing Elkhorn, certainly they're doing a great job on the face-offs, getting a lot of possessions. You know, their early goals were some close range ones where our defense hadn't quite collapsed on them. Later on, I think the Lightning did a better job of maybe collapsing on some of those close looks, and you kind of saw more step downs and some longer shots from Elkhorn, but they were making a lot of those too. So we'll see if the Lightning can find a good balance here that will slow this potent Elk offense down. So Zach Adams now taking the face off, and good job there that's Hendrickson. Gets the face off win. So didn't see a lot of Luke Adams there in the first half taking face offs, but that time he battles Corba and gets the win. Okay, Elks will start there. Clear. There's traffic. There's a slip by VM and try to scoop attempt by Robbie Seehafer. Still loose. Seehafer's after it. So is Luke Adams. VM's after it. Still loose. Everyone's missing on it. Now finally number 2, Borowski gets it. We're got a failure to advance possibly there. So VM number 3 will get to start the action. He gets around one defender. He'll take a shot, saved by Kunkel. And now, good stick check by Robbie Seehafer. Ball is loose, and Jarman comes away with the ground ball. Gets it up to VM in the near alley. VM will let things settle as he's got teammates running on and off the field. So we'll get Lightning will get their offensive sticks back on the field. Behind the net to McCain. McCain back there in the X position. That's the area behind the goal called the X. Over to the far side. This is, there's a slip by Seehafer. He fell hard on his backside. And Elks are coming back the other way. Elks passing. Nice passing to get an opportunity there, but a huge save by Hunt. Looked like that. Oh, and there's a nice pick by Cardis. Horman comes out on Cardis. Cardis letting his teammates know what he'd like to see happen. And he'll drop it down to 29. That's Johansson back in the X position. Over to the other side to Nichols. Back over to Cardis. Cardis wearing the pink shoes. Easy to pick him out, number 21. Near side, Madden. Madden had a couple, I think 3 goals in that first half. We've got Ellis out there defending on the far wing. Gerke, number 30, defending down in the X position. CJK up top, number 7. There's a shot attempt saved by Hunt. Nice save there. Good work by the Lightning. Hunt's going to walk this one out as his 2 wings are covered well. Oh, nice cut by Nice cut by Johnny Gerke to find the open space. Seehafer now on the far side, draws a long pole. He's going to give that up to Hendrickson. Hendrickson starts come downs, draws defenders towards him. Brings it to the near side to Wiem. Kay's pass was affected there by number 7 for Murphy. That's Murphy for the Elks. Caused that pass to come up short, and the Elks are able to get the turnover. Cardis works past Robbie Seehafer on the far side. Cardis flips behind the back to number 17, Nichols. And now Borowski up top will work against Hendrickson. There's a shot way off the mark. But Johansson's back there. Johansson closest to it when the ball went out of bounds, so Elks will maintain possession after that shot attempt. Johansson tries to back down Horman. Now kicks it back out to Cardis. Cardis will take a shot. Again, they really had Cardis push low. He didn't have much of an angle, but as we saw in the first half, he doesn't need much of an angle. And Cardis will start from the X, defended by K. We saw K kind of maybe roll an ankle a little bit in that first half. But he's still out there. Action starts again in the near alley. This is Madden trying to get work. He draws a slide and draws a foul and draws a flag. So Hendrickson came over, slid over to double Madden, and I think we're going to get...
Call it a check or...
Let's see what he gets tagged for here. So as he brought that body check, so Hendrickson slid over to double team the ball carrier. As he delivered that body check, he drew contact with the player's head, which is illegal. So he will sit for a minute. And now the Lightning will defend with 5. Here's a shot, and that goes wide. Sounded like maybe somebody might have deflected that. I don't know if that was Horman or if maybe Hunt got a piece of that. But in any case, that one sails wide, but it's still with the Elks. Another shot attempt. That one finds the nylon. That was Nichols. So Nichols finds a shooting lane and buries one. Elks get the first goal of this second half. So Hendrickson is still sitting. I guess I didn't notice that was locked in apparently. So head contact was locked in. So Hendrickson will remain on his knee. And Zach Adams will take the face off, and he wins it for the Lightning.
All right.
Now we'll see if he draws a crowd, though, as once he has possession, the defenders are released from the goalie zone, from the goalie box, and they're able to cause a turnover. And now Zach Adams is limping. And there's a shot and a goal. It looked like that might have been possibly almost a pass intended for Johansson. And Hunt saw that pass coming. He came out to challenge Johansson for the pass, but then the pass ended up getting past both Johansson and Hunt and rolled its way into the goal. So Elks get their 15th on the board.
Does this go to a running clock now at 12 goals, or we don't? Is that what happens? Yeah, so it should be a running clock now.
So we may go running clock here in the second half, being that Elks are up by as many as they are. Adams having a tough time with his footing. There's a shot attempt. That one goes wide, and I think Hunt got to that one. So good win of possession by the captain, Hunt. Oh, picked off. Number 7 in the right place, picks that ball off. He's looking, he's going to take a shot, but Hunt's able to retreat back into position to take that save. And we're back at full strength. Oh, that one pops over the head of the defender. Hendrickson has it. Tries to just shovel it out of traffic, but now the chase is on. That ball's going to get out of bounds. So running clock here. And Cardis on the far side will bring it across the midfield stripe. Cardis dumps it down. Save. Nice play by Hunt. That was Johansson again trying to take that pass from Cardis, but Hunt was right there. Put his big cross right on top of Johansson's cross to get that save. And we got a stoppage here. Might be a timeout call. Timeout by the Lightning. We'll take a quick break. All right, welcome back after the Lightning timeout. The Lightning are going to have possession as we resume action. The ball is in the center of the field. That's VM. Will start the action, flips it over to Ellis. Now back to VM. And Ellis will retreat to the defensive end of the field, and Gerke will come back on. There's a shot, a score by Kay. Kay with a nice cut right down the center of the field. VM fed him, and Kay put her away. So quickly, Lightning drew that one up probably during their timeout, and were able to execute it perfectly. So CJK gets the Lightning on the board with the fourth goal for the Lightning today. And now we'll have Zach Adams in center X again against, we've got Corba and Adams. Good battle between those two here in the third quarter. And the Lightning come away with a good hustle by Hendrickson to get over there and help Adams. And get it to VM, who's got the touch. VM now waiting till Seehafer, just Charlie Seehafer. Didn't see a lot of Seehafer in that first half. He seemed to be nursing an ankle during halftime as well. We've seen a lot of players go down with slips and slides, and here's a shot attempt by Gerke off the mark. And Kunkel is able to hustle back to get possession for the Elks. Cardis brings it across the field. Number 21 for the Elks. He'll work around the top. That's Jarman. Staying connected with him. Saved by Hunt. Good job, Jarman, staying right on the hip of Cargus, and Hunt for protecting that near post. Here comes Robbie Seehafer. He draws a flag. That's a flag's down on Elkhorn. Elkhorn's played pretty clean. I haven't had many calls against them today. That one skips all the way over to Kay. Kay thinking about it. He'll take a shot. That one's just wide. Kay had the opportunity there, and we're going to get the call here against the Elkhorn. Okay, so number 2 for Elkhorn, that's Borowski. He's getting called for a slash. That's 1 minute penalty on him. And Lightning will have possession.
That's first penalty of the day on Elkhorn.
Ball's down in the X. This is McCain. Getting it to VM. VM pops it back up to Seehafer. Back down to McCain. Seehafer up top. Slips the touch as he tries to catch that ball. Seehafer thought about a long one, but instead was looking for the cutting McCain, and that pass is going to be out of bounds and over to the Elks. Lightning trying to get this ball back. Ooh, dangerously close to making head contact there, but no flag. And good job by the Lightning on their ride to prevent the clear and get the ball back. Ellis, far side. He's going to bring it across. I think Lightning are offsides, but no one seems to catch it. And there's a score. No, I'm sorry. That was a save. Nice save by Kunkel. Lightning were playing with 7 there, but no call on the offsides. And Lightning will begin action. Hunt will walk this one all the way up to the 40-yard line, far side. Flips it to Ellis. 28 seconds left in this quarter. Ball's down. Back to Ellis, 23 seconds. VM works it up towards the top, switches spots with Seehafer. VM tries to get around his player, gets a shot off, but that one's deflected. I think it hit at number 18. That's Brandt for Elkhorn, and that brings us to the end of the quarter. So that brings us to the end of the third quarter. 1 to go here, with the Elks firmly in control for 15-4. We'll be back for the start of the fourth in a second. Okay, start of the fourth quarter. Elkhorn Elks 15, Lacrosse Lightning 4. Got Zach Adams, who has held his own here in the second half, but Corba with a quick win this time. There's a shot off the side of the net. That ball's still loose. Yep, and we're going to get, I think they're going to call a crease violation. That ball hit the side of the net. Nobody quite knew where it was for a second, but then I think Elkhorn stepped inside the red circle. Hunt's pushing it up, tries to get it to VM, and that one rolls out of bounds. McCain pressuring. Gets it to Kunkel though in the crease. Now it's over to Cardis. He gets it up to 55 for the Elks. Elks do a nice job passing in some open spaces. This is Hackbarth defending against Madden. Madden looking, no cutters. Gets it to Cardis up top. Over to number 20, that's Hierta. Ellis defending, long pass to 6, which he turns and shoots, but it's off the mark. Adams was all over him as he attempted that shot. May have affected the accuracy. Ellis defending the cutter off the side of the net. Bounces back out. Ambling, battling Hackbarth. Hackbarth, ball goes out of bounds. We'll see who it's off last. They're going to call it off Lightning last. I think that was probably the right call. And here comes the Elks trying to back down on Jarman. Gets help from Ellis and Hackbarth. Body check by Luke Adams. Puts Cardis down. There's a shot and a save. That one dribbled out of the crease. Here comes Hunt. Had to come out of the crease and scoop it to get it. Get it over to McCain. Nice job, McCain, getting the bouncer. Hendrickson now fires it up top to K. K over to VM. VM trying to get loose. Gets through 2. Here's a shot attempt. Score by VM.
Ooh.
VM worked through the double team, got through both of them, and then was able to dunk it over the top. Nice play by him, putting the dodge on. So Lacrosse gets their 5th one on the board.
That's some of that VM action we know and love. VM versus 3 defenders, and he takes it through.
Just need a little sliver. Zach Adams now back in the center. His younger brother Luke on the far sideline, Kay on the near sideline. Adams has certainly taken a very physical approach against Corba in the second half, and he's held his own against one of the better face-off guys statistically in the state. That ball is loose as it bounced off of Hendrickson. Nice hustle by Zach Adams to get the ball back. He thought about wrapping around, but draws the slide. Here comes VM past 1. He'll take a shot as he gets knocked down by Cardis. And that ball is, let's see, who was that? McCain back there to be closest to it as that sailed out of bounds. McCain now gets it to Hendrickson. Elkhorn played pretty much straight man-to-man all game. And we're going to get I believe, a illegal screen. Caritas? Okay. Thank you. Caritas. All right. Caritas Number 21 has the ball. Takes a little passing poke from Jarman. Caritas now on the far side. Number 21 working against K. K trying to keep his footing as Caritas takes a shot and scores. Nifty little underhand shot there. As he was working around K. K lost his footing for a second. Just gave Caritas just the opening he needed to launch that one. We got a running clock, so 6 minutes under. We're working towards 6 minutes left in this game.
8 minutes to go. Behind us. The Sherman are up by 4, 14-10 over Green Bay Notre Dame.
Changing our goalie out to Devin Collum.
Corba gets face-off win. Tries to get it over to his teammate, Sharon. But that pass goes out of bounds, and Lightning will get the ball back. Horman on the far side, number 4, JT Horman. He's going to carry this ball forward. Tries to pass it forward, but gets stick checked by Madden as he was coming across. Nice stick check by Seehafer. VM's there to pick up the loose ball. He'll feed it over to McCain. Back to Hendrickson. Shot. Oh, save. Beautiful save by Kunkel. Ricochet off of Kunkel comes is scooped up by the Elks. And now the Elks turn away a golden opportunity. Boy, nice passing by the Lightning to get themselves a nice shot attempt there. But Kunkel was up for the challenge. Hackbarth now working on Madden. There's a cutter, there's a shot attempt, and a score.
Goal number 6.
That's number 6, Mark Ambling. So Ambling gets one to go. So that Elkhorn goal all set up by Kunkel's beautiful save as he was outnumbered about 3-1. And Zach Adams facing off. Adams, ball loose. Jarman comes away with it, had it for a second. Lost it to number 7. There's going to be a push in the back. I think that's going to go to Lightning. I'm sorry, that's going to go to Elkhorn. Little push in the back there on the loose ball push. So Elkhorn will get this ball. Number 21, Johansson. Gets it up to Caritas. This is Jarman up top, putting the defense on Huerta. Oh, that ball is loose. Dangerous spot to be loose right in front of the crease. Lightning are able to get it out of there. Kay came over and helped out his goaltender, Column. Now that ball is loose again. A little sloppy there by the Lightning. But Kay is going to try to clean this up a little bit. He scoops it up. Oh, big wraparound stick check attempt. Not sure what happened there. I think maybe Kay lost his footing. Seehafer puts a big lick on Caritas. And the ball is loose. Finally, oh, a nice pick by Ellis. They had an open player there. Borowski was open, but Ellis closed the gap quickly and gets the turnover. Ellis working past Borowski. He's going to try to little flip over to his teammate, but ball is loose. Elkhorn gets it into the cross of their goaltender, who starts to clear. But that one's loose again. This is Horman trying to get it back. Gerke now fighting for it. So we get down the last minute and a half of this game. So the Lightning will have another game coming up. It's scheduled to start at about 2:30. There's a shot and a save by a Column.
Nice save.
Column tries to get it out, but it's deflected by, who's that, Nick Johansson. But Horman comes over to help him out. Now we get it over to Column. Column in goal is going to flip this one out.
1 minute remains in the game. 1 minute.
Lightning just having a little tough with some of these clear passes. Like I was saying, though, Lightning do have another game coming up scheduled for 2:30. We'll have it here. We'll be live streaming that one as well. It is a different link, though, so check out our YouTube page. Subscribe to that page. That way you get updates and notifications of future footage. But we'll have that game for you at 2:30.
20 seconds, full field to go.
Lightning working this one across. Seehafer.
Oh,
He's going to run out the... No, I think he's going to get called for a ward. And the Elks will wind this one, the final seconds of this one tick away, and that will be the ball game. So Elkhorn, behind the strength of their explosive offense, 17-5. Lightning will lick their wounds and get regrouped to take on the Kenosha Shoremen at 2:30. Want to thank all our sponsors. We'll put them up on the screen again and leave this live stream open for a minute or so, and then we'll join us at 2:30 for our next one.